Reverend Steve here, keeping it simple. We're still in Matthew 24 and we're verse 11. We're talking about false prophets. I got cut off yesterday about false prophets. We have to understand that there's many out there that are not preaching the truth. When we have a teacher or somebody you're listening to and they say you have to say Jesus' name the proper way in Hebrew, they don't even realize that Jesus spoke Aramaic and his name didn't sound like that in Aramaic. I'm not going to get into that teaching. But if you're in that teaching and those teachings like that, Hebrew purists or anything like that, there's nothing the matter with that. But if you take it to the point that if you don't follow what I'm doing, then you're not saved, you're the one who's not really saved. You're the one who's really fallen away from the truth or the simplicity and purity to devotion to Jesus Christ. You've latched onto things that you think makes you holy. I don't want to get into full teaching about that because that kind of bothers me because I came up in the church in the 80s and that, Yeshua was the first. I was very surprised. But now it's come to the point that there's teachings out there that say if you don't say his name right, you're not really saved. That's time to walk away when you're in that, okay? And there's people out there, that's what I'm talking about. There's so many false teachings out there. Maybe I should do a teaching about false teachings because there's a lot out there. I've seen teachings on here that they're now negating Paul's writings. Oh, we can't take Paul's writings because he was too much into grace. That's been going on for many years. There's parts of segments of certain cults that have taken Paul's writings out of their scriptures. But if you take Paul's writings, then you got to take Peter because Peter talked about Paul, and Paul talked about Peter and John. So you have to take away all of them. You end up with nothing. Okay? So be very careful out there. There's very sly characters that are going to try to make you follow them, as Jesus said, instead of him. So let's read this real quick. Sin will be rampant everywhere. Isn't that the case today? Just like the days of Lot and Noah, same thing. And the love of many will grow cold. And I see video after video of the love of many grown cold. People not caring, people videoing, taping instead of helping somebody who's getting attacked or beaten up. They're just videotaping so they can, get enough likes on TikTok. And that's where the heart is. And it's close. We have to understand that Jesus is coming is close. I think many of us are going to be surprised how close we are. Many of us are still waiting for a temple, all that stuff. Like I said, if you've been watching my teaching, the temple's within us, and Antichrist is going to defile us.